Scott Colton is an American professional wrestler and podcaster better known by his ring name Colt Cabana. He is best known for his time in Ring of Honor and currently works most notably for Global Force Wrestling. Colton also wrestled as Scotty Goldman in World Wrestling Entertainment and as old-school masked wrestler Matt Classic in Wrestling Society X and Chikara. Cabana began his professional wrestling career in the Midwest. He competed routinely in St. Paul, Minnesota, for Steel Domain Wrestling in 2000 and 2001, often teaming or facing rival and friend CM Punk. Cabana and Punk competed extensively from Michigan to Pennsylvania, and notably for IWA-Midsouth across Indiana and Illinois. Cabana made a name for himself when he joined Raw, where he was placed in a rivalry with Punk before uniting with Punk and Ace Steel to form the Second City Saints Alliance. He later formed a tag team with Punk to win the World Tag Team Championship twice. He also had rivalries with Homicide and then World Champion Bryan Danielson. Cabana has also toured in countries outside of the United States, and he was a part of the short-lived Wrestling Society X on MTV in late 2006, where he portrayed his old-school wrestling persona, the Masked Matt Classic. In 2007, he left Raw to wrestle in Ohio Valley Wrestling, a developmental territory of World Wrestling Entertainment, where he won the television championship once and the Southern Tag Team Championship once with Charles Evans and once with Shawn Spears. He made several appearances, as Scotty Goldman, with WWE on its SmackDown brand before being released from his contract in February 2009. Cabana is a former one-time JCW World Heavyweight Champion, and two-time NWA World Heavyweight Champion. Early life: Colton was born in Deerfield, Illinois to a family of Jewish heritage and faith. He attended Western Michigan University and played on their football team until graduating in 2002 with a degree in business marketing. Professional wrestling career Ring of Honor Scott Colton was trained by Ace Steel and Danny Dominion, alongside Phil Brooks. He broke into Ring of Honor with the name Colt Cabana as CM Punk's rival before joining with Steel and Punk as the Second City Saints. Cabana and Punk later became Time Raw Tag Team Champions. With Punk becoming a singles star, Cabana feuded with Austin Aries and Nigel McGuinness. On August 13, 2005, Cabana defeated Punk in a 2-out-of-3 falls match in their hometown of Chicago in what was supposed to be Punk's last Raw match before going to World Wrestling Entertainment. Between August 2005 and April 2006, Cabana was involved in a feud with Homicide, which featured Cabana being strangled with a metal coat hanger, bleeding from numerous chair shots, having Drano pour down his throat, being pilly-driven off the ring apron through a table, and getting his head crushed between a ladder. On April 1, 2006 in Chicago, Cabana finally got his revenge and earned the respect of Homicide after a Chicago street fight, which saw the feud settled with a handshake and an embrace. After his decisive victory against Homicide, Colt Cabana challenged the Raw World Champion Bryan Danielson for the World Championship at Ring of Honor's 100th show on April 22, 2006 in Philadelphia. Danielson defeated him in less than 5 minutes. Feeling he lost the match because he had spent the past 8 months brawling as opposed to wrestling, Cabana rededicated himself. He eventually earned a rematch against Danielson at Chi-Town's Struggle on June 24, though he once again lost. Cabana received one last shot against Danielson for the Raw World Championship on August 26. The two fought to a 60-minute time limit draw in a 2-out-of-3 falls match, with each wrestler earning 1 fall. In October 2006, Cabana was involved in an auto accident with fellow Ring of Honor stars Adam Pearce and Dave Prazak. Cabana was driving from a Ring of Honor event in Dayton, Ohio when he lost control of their car due to the weather conditions. The car was totaled but everyone was wearing seat belts, which saved their lives. It was initially reported that Cabana had to have a toe amputated, though in reality he had only bruised it. Despite the injury, Cabana wrestled the next night in Chicago Ridge, Illinois. Pearce and Prazak also walked away with bruises but were otherwise fine. On April 3, 2007, it was revealed by the Ring of Honor website that Colton had signed a WWE developmental contract and would soon leave to begin working for their developmental territory, Ohio Valley Wrestling. At Good Times, Great Memories, held on April 28 in Chicago, Cabana defeated longtime friend and fellow Chicago wrestler Adam Pearce. International in 2004 and 2005, Colton went on extensive tours of Europe, competing in Scotland, Germany and France, but mainly England. He received the 2004 Match of the Year in a European round-style bout with World of Sport journeyman, Johnny Kidd. Cabana also did a short tour of Puerto Rico for IWA Prairie in early 2005. During 2006, Cabana would become a popular wrestler in the British promotion One Pro Wrestling, often tag-teaming with Darren Burridge's Team Shag. During 1PW's first anniversary show, Team Shag won the 1PW Tag Team Championship during a three-way ladder match against the defending champions Johnny Storm and Jody Fleisch, and the Southern Comfort team of Tracy Smothers and Chris Hamrick. Cabana also made his Japanese debut for 01 Max in 2006. In a later tour, he formed an alliance with Steve Corino and Yoshi known as the P-Force Men, which wore all pink outfits. Colts also appeared and wrestled for Ireland's Irish Whip Wrestling, Austria's Rings of Europe and various Montreal and Toronto Canadian independents. Colton's final European appearance as an independent wrestler took place at UK promotion 1PW on April 6, 2007, where he, along with fellow Team Shag member Darren Burridge, successfully defended the 1PW Tag Team Championship against Doug Williams and Nigel McGuinness, before formally retiring his half of the title. Wrestling Society X In November 2006, Colton taped several matches for Wrestling Society X, a wrestling series on MTV. He competed under the name Matt Classic, who is a throwback to the wrestlers of the 1950s and 1960s. His gimmick used old-school moves such as the skull vice and the abdominal stretch as finishers. To further enhance his gimmick as an old-school wrestler, his WSX profile listed him as having won the heavyweight championship in 1952. World Wrestling Entertainment Colton has worked a number of preliminary matches in World Wrestling Entertainment, starting out on its Heat and Velocity shows. On one occasion, he competed under the name Chris Guy, the real name of his trainer Ace Steel. The real Chris Guy wrestled in a match for WWE in 2004 under the name of Scott Colton, Colton's real name. On April 3, 2007, it was announced that Colton had signed a contract with WWE. He was assigned to Ohio Valley Wrestling, their developmental territory, and made his debut at a TV taping on May 30. Wrestling as Colt Boom Boom Cabana, he lost to Michael W. Curl in the first round of a tournament to determine who would face The Miz at an OVW Live event on June 8. He won his first match in OVW when he forced the Belgian brawler to submit with the Chicago Crab on June 23. After helping Al Snow regain the role of OVW troubleshooter from Curl, Cabana became involved in the OVW Television Championship picture, defeating champion Shawn Spears by countout on August 11. Cabana twice came close to winning the title only to be denied by the TV time limit expiring. Cabana defeated Spears on October 31, 2007 to win the OVW television title. When OVW was replaced by Florida Championship Wrestling as the WWE developmental territory, Cabana was moved down to FCW. On the August 15, 2008 episode of SmackDown, Colton made his debut as Scotty Goldman, losing to the Brian Kendrick. On the August 22 episode of SmackDown, Colton was a participant in a 10-man Battle Royal match to determine a qualifier for the WWE Championship Scramble match at Unforgiven, but was eliminated by Kurt Hawkins and Zack Ryder. His last singles match on SmackDown was a quick loss against the Great Khali. A show starring Colton premiered on WWE.com as What's Crackin', later renamed Good as Goldman, on January 14, 2009. In his first appearance on television in 5 months, Colton participated in an Elimination Chamber qualifying Battle Royal on February 6, 2009, but was eliminated first. Colton was released from his WWE contract on February 20, 2009, the same day that his final match for WWE, a loss to Umaga, aired on SmackDown. Returned to the independent circuit. On February 21, 2009, Colton made his return to Pro Wrestling Guerrilla at express written consent, where he, as Colt Cabana, challenged Chris Hero for the PWG World Championship in a three-way match which also included Human Tornado. Hero was able to retain his belt by pinning Tornado and afterwards promised Cabana a one-on-one shot at the belt. That match took place on April 12 at PWG's 100th show, where Hero was able to retain his title. On March 14, 2009, he was defeated by Loco Vida at 2CW in Binghamton, New York in a classic comedy match. On March 20, 2009, he wrestled for Firestorm Pro Wrestling in Cleveland at Rise of the Real Underground 2009 in a match-up against J-Rock which he had won. On March 21, 2009, he made his surprise return to Raw. In a tag team match at the 7th anniversary show, he teamed with Bryan Danielson to defeat Bison Smith and Jimmy Rave, who was also returning to Raw. On April 25, Cabana received a Raw World title shot against Jerry Lynn but lost. On June 6, Cabana debuted on Ring of Honor Wrestling, Raw's television program, teaming with Brent Albright. On December 5 in Chicago, Austin Aries successfully defended his Raw World title against Cabana in a steel cage match, and as a result Cabana can never again challenge for the title in his hometown. On February 25, 2010, Chikara announced that Colton would take part in the 2010 King of Trios tournament in late April, under his Matt Classic persona, teaming up with Dasher Hatfield and Sugar Dunkerton as the Throwbacks. On April 23, the trio of Classic, Hatfield and Dunkerton were defeated in the first round of the tournament by the reigning King of Trios winners FIST. On April 30, 2010, Cabana made his Australian debut. Cabana won a two-day tournament to become the winner of the NHPW Global Conflict Shield. The tournament was held in Perth, Australia. Cabana beat Balls Mahoney in the finals. On October 23, 2010, Colton won the RCW World Heavyweight Championship from Hank Calhoun. He has since been teaming with El Generico in his feud with Kevin Steen and Steve Corino. On October 16, 2010, Cabana defeated Corino in an I Quit match in Chicago Ridge to end their feud. At the September 22 tapings of Total Nonstop Action Wrestling's weekly television program Impact, Colton, under his Colt Cabana persona, wrestled in a dark match, where he defeated Puma. On March 6, 2011, Colton won the NWA World Heavyweight Championship from Adam Pearce at the NWA Championship Wrestling from Hollywood television tapings. He lost the title to The Sheik on April 23, 2011 in Jacksonville, Florida. On March 19, Cabana debuted for NWA Rampage in a World Heavyweight title defense against NWA-PW Heavyweight Champion J-Rod. The match ended in a no contest after interference from Hot Like Lava. Cabana and J-Rod teamed up to defeat Hot Like Lava afterwards. On April 2, during the second night of Raw's Honor Takes Center Stage pay-per-view, Cabana started a new feud with House of Truth members Christopher Daniels, Michael Elgin, Roderick Strong and Truth Martini. Colton, as Matt Classic, returned to Chikara on April 15 for the 2011 King of Trios, once again teaming with Dasher Hatfield and Sugar Dunkerton as the Throwbacks. The team was eliminated in the first round by Team Osaka Pro. On July 20, Cabana defeated Too Tough Tony to win the JCW World Heavyweight Champion at Juggalo Championship Wrestling's event Above the Law. He lost the championship to Corporal Robinson at the following event. On August 2, Cabana wrestled a dark match for WWE at a SmackDown taping, losing against Wade Barrett. On August 6, 2011, Cabana tapped out to Ring of Honor World Champion Davey Richards in Carrollton, Georgia as part of the 2011 NWA Wrestling Legends Fan Fest weekend activities. On August 20, Cabana wrestled in Aberdeen, Scotland for WrestleZone, losing a tag team title match. On August 26, 2011, Colt headlined the inaugural show for PCW Preston City Wrestling, joining once again with Darren Burridge's Team Shag. On October 15, 2011, Cabana made a surprise appearance at All Pro Wrestling's Halloween Hell 14 event in Hayward, California, defeating wrestling personified Rick Luxury for his APW Worldwide Internet Championship after answering Luxury's open challenge. On November 13, at Chikara High Noon, Cabana faced and defeated Archibald Pegg after Colt Cabana a character that is essentially a parody of Cabana turned on Pegg and helped his human counterpart pick up the win. Cabana and Pegg then teamed at Chikara's next IPPV, Chikarasaurus Rex, How to Hatch a Dinosaur, where they were defeated by the Throwbacks. In March 2012 Cabana appeared on the debut show for London-based promotion Progress Wrestling, in a losing effort to Loco Mike Mason. On April 8, 2012, Cabana defeated Adam Pearce to win the NWA World Heavyweight Championship for the second time. He lost the title back to Pearce on July 21. Cabana teamed with Eddie Edwards to take part in Global Tag League 2012 and gained 5 points but would not progress further. On September 14, 2012, Colton returned to his Matt Classic persona as he, Dasher Hatfield and Mark Angel Lozzetti entered the 2012 King of Trios, losing to Team JWP in their first-round match. On October 27, Colton concluded a 7-match series against Adam Pearce with a victory leading to Pearce vacating the NWA World title. On October 12, 2013, Cabana was defeated by Ted DiBiase, Jr., in DiBiase's first match out of the WWE, at Family Wrestling Entertainment's Grand Prix. On August 10, 2014, Cabana with Grado, as I'm Jew, defeated the New Age Clique for the ICW Tag Team Championship at ICW, You Have the Right to Remain Dead. Global Force Wrestling on July 9, 2015, Cabana was announced as part of the roster of the Global Force Wrestling promotion. Personal life. While at Western Michigan University, Colton became friends with Matt Capitelli, who went on to participate in WWE Tough Enough. Colton hosts a podcast called The Art of Wrestling which had over 35 episodes by March 2011 and over 250 episodes by May 2015. In February 2015, the Chicago Tribune reported that Colton had been named as a co-defendant in a lawsuit filed by WWE physician Christopher Amann over comments CM Punk had made in a November 2014 episode of Colton's podcast. In wrestling finishing moves, as Colt Cabana, Billy Goat's Curse / Chicago Crab, Chicago's Skyline / Cabana Special, Colt .45. As Matt Classic, Clawhold. Signature moves, as Colt Cabana, Airplane Spin, Bionic Elbow, Cobanarama, Canadian Bacon Leaf, Diving Leg Drop, Double Underhook, Eat the Feet, Flying Asshole / Flying Apple, Frankensteiner, Lakeshore Drive, Lariat, Over the Shoulder Back to Belly Pilly Driver onto the Knee, Powerbomb, Ram Man, Running Double Knee Strike, Sight-Out Scoop Slam Pilly Driver, Snap Suplex, Springboard Moonsault. As Matt Classic, Abdominal Stretch, Airplane Spin, Heart Punch, Scoop Slam. Managers, Lucy, Tracy Brooks, Bobby Heenan, Lacey, DZ Hayes, Dave Prazak C. Edward Vanderpyle, Blake McMillan. Nicknames, Boom Boom, Classic, The Gouverneur. Entrance themes, The Freaks Come Out at Night by Houdini, Say Aye Ye by the Yin Yang Twins, Calling Out by Presence, Bring the Noise by Public Enemy and Anthrax, Copacabana by Barry Manilow, Super Freak by Rick James, Colt Cabana by Barry Manilow and Kid Russell, Anarchy by Peter Northcott and Lindsey Jahan, Boom Boom by Kid Russ and the Girth Tones. Championship and Accomplishments, All-American Wrestling, AAW Heritage Championship. All-Pro Wrestling, APW Worldwide Internet Championship. All-Star Championship Wrestling / NWA Wisconsin, ACW NWA Wisconsin Heavyweight Championship. All-Star Wrestling, ASW People's Championship. Christian Wrestling Alliance, CWA Heavyweight Championship. Extreme Wrestling Federation, EWF Extreme 8 Tournament. Independent Wrestling Association Mid-South, IWA Mid-South Heavyweight Championship, ICWA Texarkana Television Championship. Insane Championship Wrestling, ICW Tag Team Champion, with Grado. Insane Wrestling Federation, IWF Heavyweight Championship. International Wrestling Cartel, IWC World Heavyweight Championship, IWC Super Indie Championship. Juggalo Championship Wrestling, JCW Heavyweight Championship. Landmark Wrestling Federation, LWF Heavyweight Championship. Legend City Wrestling, LCW Heavyweight Championship. Mid-American Wrestling / NWA Mid-American Wrestling, MAW Heavyweight Championship. National Wrestling Alliance, NWA World Heavyweight Championship. New Horizon Pro Wrestling, Global Conflict Shield Tournament. NWA Midwest, NWA Illinois Heavyweight Championship. Nevermore Championship Wrestling, NCW World Heavyweight Championship. Ohio Valley Wrestling, OVW Television Championship, OVW Southern Tag Team Championship Euro Charles Evans and Sean Spears. One Pro Wrestling, One PW Tag Team Championship Euro with Darren Burridge. Pro Wrestling Illustrated, PWI ranked him number 44 of the top 500 singles wrestlers in the PWI 500 in 2012. Pro Wrestling Noah, Global Tag League Outstanding Performance Award Euro with Chris Hero, Global Tag League Technique Award Euro with Eddie Edwards, Global Tag League Technique Award Euro with Chris Hero. Pro Wrestling World 1 Great Lakes, World 1 Great Lakes Openweight Championship. Professional Championship Wrestling, PCW State Champion. Revolution Championship Wrestling, RCW World Heavyweight Championship. Revolution Pro Wrestling, Undisputed British Heavyweight Championship. Revolution Cube den Lucha Libre, RLL Absolute Championship. Ring of Honor, Raw Tag Team Championship Euro with CM Punk. Steel Domain Wrestling, SDW Television Championship. UWA Hardcore Wrestling, UWA Canadian Championship. Wrestling is Fun 24/7 Hardcore Championship. Other titles, MCW Tag Team Championship Euro with Steve Stone, MMW Heavyweight Championship, PWF Cruiserweight Championship, WC Heavyweight Championship. This is a gimmick title defended under the 24/7 rule by Larry Sweeney in a number of independent and regional promotions. Both Cabana and Delirious held the title multiple times during a three-way dance against Sweeney at an IWA-Midsouth show on December 30, 2005. References: General, 2004 Pro Wrestling Illustrated Wrestling Almanac and Book of Facts, Specific. External links. Official website, Colt Cabana's Chikara profile, Matt Classic's Chikara profile, Online World of Wrestling profile, Colt Cabana's Art of Wrestling podcast, interview with Colt on Blackout Presents, radio, interview.